Hi, it's Metal Matthew coming at you with another video. And in this video, I'm going to change my cover art on my Qanba Q4RAF arcade fight stick. This was the plan all along. I was going to get it, immediately change the art. Well, the art that comes with it is not terrible. I just want to make it a little more personalized. So I'm going to try to go through a step-by-step and show you how it's done. But keep in mind, this, like pretty much any other modification that involves opening up the controller and exposing electronics, is going to void your warranty. So if you're worried about that and you don't want to void your warranty, I would suggest not doing this. Because while this is relatively simple, I'm not going to be held responsible for your controller not working. But like I said, I'm going to go through and show you how it's done, what I'm going to do, and kind of show you, if you don't already know, maybe first time, or you're thinking about modifying your controller and want to see how easy it is or difficult it is. So that's what we're going to do today. So I'm going to go through what we're going to need to accomplish this. And obviously we're going to need our controller that we're going to modify, which is right here obviously. We're going to need, in this case I'm going to put my own little artwork on here. This is all the Marvel cast of Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3. And I kind of threw up the people on Photoshop, and I'm going to trim it down later and cut the holes in it. But this is how it came out. So, what else are we going to need? We're going to need a Phillips head screwdriver. Maybe two, different size. I think that one you might need for a different size later on. Going to need a flathead. Let's see what else we're going to need. I also brought needle nose pliers. You may need them, you may not need them. I got my X-Acto knife for cutting artwork when we're ready for it. But straight edge or razor or anything like that, scissors will probably work just fine. Got a pen and paper. I'll show you why we're going to use that later on. And anything else that I plan on changing, because in order to access the art, you have to take off your ball top, which I'm actually going to change anyway. But since it's already going to be off, that's got to come off, all your buttons got to come off in order to access it. While I'm doing this for the Qanba Q4, once you actually get to the electronics, the process should be similar, whether if you have like a Mancat's TE stick or maybe a Hori stick. Like I said, just getting to the underside of where these buttons are, it might be vary from manufacturer to manufacturer, but after that, it should be relatively the same. I'm also going to change the buttons around, kind of give it a more of a the button layout for the default for Ultimate. What else we got? And also, I already went ahead. This is what came with it. This was the square restrictor plate that came with it. And I already went ahead and put the octagon on it. But I'll show you how I did that when it comes to it. So right now, if you turn this over, I don't know if you can see it, but there's 8 screws that hold this back plate into place. And in order to take off this back panel, you have to take them all out. Now if you notice right here, there's a white sticker on it. That's your warranty sticker, and that hides the 8th screw. And once you break that, your warranty is void. So, and if you notice, there's the feet on here. They don't need to come out to take the back panel off. So I'm not going to worry about that. I'm just going to take the 8 screws out, and then once I have the back panel off, I'll pick back up and continue on. Alright, I went ahead and take out all the 8 of the screws, and this is what we're left with. this is where, you know, it gets the fun part. Now, like I said, I already changed this restrictor plate right here. I don't know if you can tell, see this orange. It's pretty simple to change it. There are these 4 tabs right here. You squeeze them in and you, they're on like a little ledge. And you squeeze them together and you pull it off. And you want to, when you pull it off, you want it kind of parallel to the thing. Because if you have one still attached and you try to pull it, it might end up breaking the tab. And then your stick might not work properly, or might be loose. Might not work at all. I don't know. I'm not going to take a chance on it. But like I said, I already changed it. It's not that hard. And if I was going to change the stick, I would take out these 4 mounting bolts or screws and disconnect the harness right here. But what I would put on here is already on here, so I'm going to skip that step, and I'm going to go right to taking off the ball, which if you look right here, there is a straight slot in here. So you're going to take a flathead screwdriver and you're going to put it into the slot and hold it there while you turn the ball. Now, I guess you could do it the other way, but everyone ever seen do it always holds the screwdriver and turns the ball. And this one is on a little tight apparently. There we go. And once it's loose, it just comes right off. And there's the protective stuff, the washer and the shaft cover. We're going to put that to the side and use the washer and the stick protector later. But we're going to go on to the next part. Now if you notice, all 9 buttons have their own color to it. You know, red, yellow, look like blue, green, gray, black, orange, purple. These correspond to the button on the PCB. So when you press this button, it would be X or square, or X on the Xbox and square on the PS3, Y or triangle, and so on and so forth. And these would be the shoulder buttons. Now, I don't like the way it came from the factory, where even though these are the farthest right button, I mean, we're obviously on the opposite side, but these are the farthest right buttons, but they are the left shoulder buttons. So like L1, L2, or left bumper, left trigger. And just right, these are on the left side, but they're the right one. So all I'm going to do is just keep in mind which one is for which one, and that's why I need the pen and paper to write down the color. And I'm going to switch it, so these are actually going to be the rights, and these are going to be the lefts. I'm going to keep these in the same position. And if you haven't done this before, it doesn't matter which wire goes on to which terminal. If you notice, there are 2 terminals on each button. You just need the matching set. So this one is like a reddish color. Whatever 2 leads these red are connected to, it's going to consider as the X or square. And it doesn't matter if it's in this position. It could be, you know, 3 feet away. It doesn't matter. It's just looking for whatever that's connected to. What actually comes down to down here. Now, the last one I had a terminal strip and they were labeled. This one doesn't look like I'm that fortunate, so I'm going to go ahead and write down the colors to what they control. And then I want to talk about how to take these buttons out, which is relatively simple. Oh, and also when you're taking these out, you want to hold on to the quick connect right here. You don't want to pull from the wire, because then it could be